there is a story of a scholar in Najaf who was one day with his student, and he had authored a book on fiqh. I do not want to mention the name of the scholar because in case some people think negatively, so let's keep it without the name. He had authored a book on fiqh, nice book. He said to his student, I want you to go and research all the references of the points I've mentioned in the book and gather them for me. Yes? So the student went, took a while, months, maybe years. He came back, huge 600-page references he presented before this scholar. The scholar said, thank you so much, I'll have it. He said, no. He said, what do you mean? He said, I have gathered this, all my effort, I want it. In other words, the student wanted to publish it as a book for himself. This scholar, his teacher, wanted it to include it in his book. So now there is a problem. So he said, unfortunately, sometimes people get angry. The teacher, the scholar, said to him, go, take it, go away. In a very bitter, rough way, yes? Okay, you like this? Go, take it. After a while, few days, some came to this scholar and said to him, Maulana, what have you done? He said, why? He said, we saw your student in front of the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen crying and saying, Ya Allah, destroy this teacher of mine. Break his legs. Make him sick. And he was praying so badly. He said, the scholar, this one is teacher, became a bit upset, yes? He started to say what? He started to say, قتلني وقتل نفسه. He had killed me and he has killed himself too. So they said to him, Maulana, why has he killed you and killed himself? He said, I know him. From the years I know him, his dua is answered by Allah. So I'm finished. But he has also killed himself. Why? Because he is exaggerating. Yes, I said to him, go away. But this warrant, this vicious dua against me? This attitude that, Ya Allah, do this to him. And I am his teacher. At the very least, yes? You should say to Allah, oh Allah, give him what he deserves. But this angry outburst, is it fair that just because I told him go away, he goes and makes this dua? Yes? It is said that these two didn't live long. They both died within a short period of time. That dua was lethal. Yes. But here there is a very important note, which is a social problem. And that is what? Sometimes there are conflicts in society between people, right? Between individuals, business partners, others. One person says, you have taken my rights. Between, unfortunately, family members, they break down, their relationship break down, for example. Or sometimes someone says something towards the other, or even, God forbid, hits them. Then you come and see the dua that the other person is saying, yes? Ya Allah, make sure that they live miserably all their life. Ya Allah, make them suffer. Don't allow them rizq all their life, Ya Allah. This is problematic to say the least. Why? Because we have a hadith which is very, very interesting, yes? He says, the hadith from the Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam says what? He says, لا يزال يدعو المظلوم ضد الظالم. The mazloom, the oppressed, keeps praying against the zalim until the mazloom becomes the zalim. Until the oppressor becomes oppressed, becomes oppressor. Meaning what? Meaning deal people and their du'as and whatever in accordance with what they did to you. Don't go overboard and exaggerate and try to destroy their life because of one thing, that there is a dispute between you and them. Yes? And you want all their lives to collapse. Ya Allah, make all their progenies Wahhabi. What's this? Yes, what is this dua? You're praying against all of their progeny and everything because of a dispute that you have with them. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be a measure. Yes? And one of the best ways to do so, if you really have a dispute with somebody and you can't resolve it, and of course there is a conflict, we have a dua known as Dua Jawshan al-Saghir. It's there to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in accordance with whatever you have been wronged, and you mention the name of the person at the end of Dua Jawshan al-Saghir, and that's it. You leave it with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will give you what is best for you. This is an important thing, that we are balanced in life and not become exaggerated when it comes to emotions. Yes. Likewise, in marriage, when somebody is asking you, I want to get married to this girl, or the girl is asking, I want to get married to this boy, or the father is asking, do you know him? And you know him. Yes. For example, he has anger problems. For example, you are supposed to say that yes, he's quite an angry person, but don't use the opportunity to destroy his life. And let me tell you other things. Yes. He is this and that and so other, and things that are not related to the marriage. Things that are nothing to do with the marriage. Yes. You should not be using an opportunity that Allah has given you to mention something about someone to mention all the other problems about that particular individual.